Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Tea and Talk with me, Mike Frouch with Ebby Halliday Realtors and Blair Meadow with Republic Title. This week we are discussing how buyers and sellers can better prepare themselves for a real estate transaction before they actively enter the market. So Blair is going to talk to us about how sellers can prepare themselves with certain documents and other things that can help streamline the process to make it less stressful on them before they get into real estate.
So I want to follow on from the last episode of Tea and Talk when we were talking about Zestimates. The first thing you're going to want to do as a seller is you're going to want to call this guy right here.
Hashtag Brit Sell Best.
He's going to come out and he's going to do a tour of your property and do a property valuation. Best way to start as a seller is to know what your home is worth and potentially what it could be sold for. While all of that's going on, go ahead and start locating some items such as the existing survey on your home. If you can produce and provide an existing survey, you could potentially save yourself $400 or more, because that's about how much surveys cost these days. Also, to go along with that survey, you're going to need to get a T47 affidavit, also known as a real residential property affidavit, to accompany that existing survey, so where you can, as a seller, attest to any major structural changes that have been made to the property since the date of the survey. Having all that information up front is really going to help streamline the process for you as a seller, and doing it ahead of time, it's going to be one less thing for you to have to worry about once you do go under an active contract with a buyer. Speaking of buyers, Mike, what do you think buyers should do to get ready?
Nice segue.
Thank you.
Well, on the buy side, one thing you want to do probably first is to get pre-qualified with a lender. Now, if you are a buyer and you haven't been pre-qualified and you're like, I don't have a lender I know to work with, reach out to your real estate agent, this guy, hashtag Brit Sell Best.
It's only funny the first time, Mike.
Well, that's debatable.
Just saying.
Reach out to your real estate agent, and we have people that we highly recommend that we work with day in, day out, who we fully trust can close a transaction, which is the main thing. The lender will require a whole bunch of documents from you to get you pre-approved. Now, what pre-approval is them basically saying, we approve you for this loan. And they will require documents kind of like your tax returns and bank statements and maybe some other documents as well. Now, after you've got pre-approved or pre-qualified, reach out to your real estate agent. I won't do the joke again. I know, shame. And we'll get you set up on a search, and we'll look around with your certain criteria of what you're wanting to find in a house. Now, a lot of buyers come to me and say, well, how early should we start the process? Well, if we think of it this way, it's going to take at least 26 to 30 days from when you get under contract on a house if you're financing the property to closing. So I typically recommend between 2 and 3 months is a good timeline to start looking at houses. That way you can see what's out in the market first, get a little bit more comfortable with how the process works, and then hopefully get under contract and close before your late deadline. So hope all that made sense.
Made sense to me. I think it was helpful information.
Well, it's probably the first. Episode 3, we're nailing it.
Yeah.
So, as always, we want to say thanks for your support. Show us some love on social media. The like, the little emoji things, they're always good for us. You can also check us out on YouTube. We're on there as well.
Absolutely. And if there's anything that you'd like for us to discuss or provide any information on, leave it in the comments below. Maybe we'll consider it for our next episode of Tea and Talk.
We probably will, because we're running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Please help us.
That's why you keep saying hashtag Brit Sell Best, even though it's true.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video. We'll catch you next month with episode 4.